I don't know how to get a house and get a car and do all these things because I'm 21 years old. So his name was Ted Kritza. Then in 2004, I was very blessed. I was very fortunate. I signed a 6-year, $76 million deal. And that's when the fraud started going crazy because there's tons of money. Basically, what this guy did is he forged my signature with banks. He forged a notary public, and he opened up tons of the LLCs. So he was able to siphon cash out, and then he was cooking the books. He was whipping the pot, if you know what I mean. So he's kind of doing all of these different things. So it's hard to track the money, as most frauds and crooks do. So, we'll fast forward to 2008. All of a sudden I'm looking at my bank account and the math isn't really mathing. Now, mind you, I didn't have 10 cars. I didn't have a ton of jewelry. I had no baby mamas. I didn't have anything. So I was like, this number isn't adding up. So he's showing me things that are false. Like he's showing me a statement that says, oh, you have this, but that's not true. Those numbers weren't real. But then I started looking at the bank accounts and starting to see things, and I'm starting to figure it out and I'm starting to understand. And then all of my stuff is gone because I fired everyone. Everyone was gone. And then I get this letter from the Bank of Arizona, a bank that I had never been inside. I had never met anyone, and they had allowed him to have a power of use a false power of attorney and a false notary, and they allowed him to take out loans in my name. So I see this thing and I call the bank and I'm like, what is this? And they say, oh, well, we talked to Ted Kritza, a man that had been fired months ago. We talked to him last week and he said that you were planning on paying off this $500,000 loan at the end of your contract, which was false. So at that point in time, I go and hire a forensic accountant. I go and hire a lawyer, and then they start looking through and they start going through. It's like, oh, you need to get the Alphabet Boys, the FBI involved. And that's when the wiretaps, that's when the recorded phone calls, all of that started because they wanted to find the full scope.